I wanted to share a few of the new things that have been released that will make everybody's life even easier, reducing the time you need to investigate an incident. But I thought that it'd be great to take a step back and retrospect some of the other additions, because when I joined Verkada a bit more than 4 years ago, we only had a subset of these features. You could still go in a particular camera, you can still look inside the history tab and break it down into smaller chunks. So for example, 1 hour clips, look back and see exactly when people or vehicles have been spotted. Again, this is just to make it easier for you not to waste your time in looking at footage that actually has nothing. Or you could go back inside the motion tab here and do what's called a motion search, where you would select an area in the frame, and then command will automatically show you where motion has been spotted, and you have the ability to utilize either the people or the vehicles filter. Scrolling down the history here, you'll be able to click on a particular piece of footage. This is where the Verkada Cloud smartly goes to the camera and asks it to supply the said footage. Add a couple of more cameras as well that automatically get synchronized. And if this is the incident that you are looking for, very smartly click Create Archive, pulling the data from the camera itself into the cloud, where it will rest into AWS S3. So that is both redundant across multiple data centers and also encrypted. And why this is important is because obviously Verkada cameras do record on themselves. A lot of the models have 30, 60, 90 days and so on. And that means that you need archives to save the incidents. So you'll always have that footage. And it's really up to you to delete them when the things are not longer relevant. It's funny that I remember that more than 3 years ago, we had an executive briefing with one of our founders and a customer that operated a large warehouse. And they actually were very interested in this playback functionality, but they said that just having 4 of these cameras side by side is actually not enough, because they had quite an extensive site. And although they were the first customer to have this in beta, I'm actually glad to report that over the last year, we made it in a way that everybody can have up to 12 of these streams in the same browser. But wait, there's more, because the new camera models utilize the newest Ambarella chipsets. It allows us to go deeper and track people and vehicles in much more detail. So now I can, for example, drag an area of interest and use these filters to say, I'm actually looking for 3 people that were there for at least 1 minute. Maybe somebody caused an incident, littered, etc. With this, I can then eliminate any footage that just relates to people that walked past these benches but did not stop. Furthermore, another great customer request that we developed was the ability to do line crossing search, in which you'll define one line. You'll also specify if you're looking for people who are entering or exiting the particular premise, and utilize the filters to again make sure that the footage that you're looking at is completely relevant. So for example, for us, 2 or more people exiting the premise. And when you see these persons, you'll also see the tracklets of movement, making it much clearer to you where these people have gone, or whether or not this is the footage that you're actually looking for. Another cool feature that we also added is the ability to utilize these shortcuts that work not only for live streams but also for historical data. So with these shortcuts that again you have to manually define, because really it's you who knows which cameras cover which angles, you'll be able to click on them and then look at this particular action from a different angle. Really cool. So this is, for example, our lobby here, and if I'm following a particular person, all I need to do is click on the camera outside and then see what's happening. When I joined, you did have the ability to filter based on people and vehicle characteristics such as color of the clothing, type of the vehicle, etc. and even do what's called face search, where you take an existing face or even a picture and you ask the system to compare it with all the other faces that have been seen. We did a lot of work not only to make these features much faster and much more accurate, but also giving you additional filters, reverse image search functionality, which I showed previously that it does work even if the said persons might or might not have shaved their beard, and even use natural language to ask for what type of footage you want to see. So maybe you had an incident regarding a delivery driver yesterday in London. You'll be able to type this in, and then Command will use a database of more than 2 billion tagged images to show you the relevant footage. So you'll actually see that it understood that I'm looking for a particular location for a particular date, and has highlighted all the delivery people that have come to our London office yesterday. And as you see here, all these things that I showed you have smart alerts that you'll be able to set up either for yourself or somebody within your security or facilities team. And all they need is access to the internet, an email address, a phone number, or to download the free Verkada app in order to receive these in near real time. This also works really well for vehicles. You'll be able to use license plates, partial license plates, colors, loads of vehicle types as well, and even allow people in using their license plate recognition, something that again was not available when I joined the company. The last cool stuff I wanted to show you that just been released gives you the ability to look at historical footage, and instead of utilizing the shortcuts or the multi-camera playback, just easily click on a particular subject and a timeline of their whereabouts automatically appearing here. And this is very exciting because again, I had a number of people that really were asking for this intent-based approach where you select what's of interest and then we show you exactly where that particular person went. And do remember that Verkada has many more cool features. One of them is the ability to blur faces and selectively blur faces as well. So for example, you can have one face unblurred and everybody else blurred. That's more for sensitive or privacy conscious customers. And also the ability to add multiple archives in an incident. So if you have repeat offenders, or if you have an incident that has happened across multiple cameras over a longer time span, you'll actually be able to add them in a single cohesive story that then is easily shareable with the authorities, again, in the true Verkada fashion. Get an email, get the phone number, and we do the rest for you.